when organizations and people strive to accelerate their rate of improvement, what anyone watching this video is probably thinking about, they usually focus on people and personal development. Another approach is called organization development, which includes selected areas of personal development. Now, personal development occurs when people develop new or improved skills in leadership, communication, organization, technical skills, those kinds of things. On the other hand, organization development occurs when the organization develops new or improved processes for reducing cost, developing new products, improving customer service, etc., those kinds of things. Now, in my 40 years, which has been spread between the Army, General Electric Company, and mostly my own consulting firm, I have provided both personal development and organizational development services, both. However, I recommend looking at organizational improvements first, so that then only the required personal skills are developed and then directly applied to achieving, obviously, the organizational capability. Now, what's organizational development? What are you talking about? Well, it includes some kind of process thinking, like double-checking the organization structure against the mission. Assessing managerial skills against the roles and responsibilities that we've assigned to these people. It means comparing things like team function and the current tactical planning and communication skills. Just as a quick example, I'm often asked to come in to try to improve people's relationships with each other. And sometimes that could involve interpersonal skills, but many times I find that the source of the problem is a lack of clarity in the tactical planning. People are at each other's throats because there's not good coordination of their joint efforts. So, we also want to determine the appropriateness of the current planning, delegating, leading, appraising, and rewarding practices. These are critical. And perhaps most importantly, assessing that organization's culture and the skill by which people address the inevitable conflicts that are going to come up, and they either reach or don't reach creative new solutions. Now, when it comes to people working together, I did a lot of research in the 90s and early part of this decade. And with thousands of people involved, these studies reflected that 34% of the time, old ideas get locked in and new ideas get locked out because of one of two reasons, or perhaps a combination of those two. People don't trust themselves enough to be able to really effectively promote and share their ideas, or they don't trust others enough to share their best ideas with them. What I try to do is I try to help my clients create a culture where people say, our competing ideas, the natural occurring conflict that happens, those ideas collide skillfully, and they give birth to what we like to call bright, new, shining, and better third ideas. And that our third ideas are not compromises. You know, so many times when it comes to conflict, organizations are told, be prepared to compromise. And what that means is that both parties with their competing ideas settle for something less. My definition of a third idea is that a third idea is the creation of a better idea than what was brought originally to the table. An idea that allows both competing parties to leave the discussion saying, hey, we jointly created something even better than what we started with. Now, what happens with that? Our self-esteem and our trust increases because we understand how to benefit from the positive potential of conflict. Our organization thrives on newer and better ideas. We're becoming more successful. We're creating products, we are servicing products that are more competitive in today's world, and we're more successful doing it. If this sounds interesting to you, contact me and let's talk about it. By email, you can reach me at dthoren, that's D is for Don, dthoren @cox.net. I'll look forward to hearing from you and continuing this dialogue.